Got another beautiful day of some wake and flow. We're gonna start today's class. Child's pose. In your child's pose, you can let your knees sit wide to the outside edges of your mat. Let your hips start to wake up. Or you can let your knees come close together under your back. Start to lift. So either way, you're gonna let your arms walk long to the top of your space. Finding your child's pose. When it's the first thing in the morning and I'm working my practice and I'm finding child's pose, I have to kind of work my way there. My hips tend to be the tightest part of my body. So I'm working my way into the depths of child's pose, just on the leg side. Did a lot of running this weekend. A lot of leg workouts. So I'm really sore. But if I ease my way down there, it feels way better. Let your body shift side to side. Feeling the weight down into your knee bone, your shins, back towards your heels, pressing into your fingertips, your palm pads, the heel. Feel that leap expand through your shoulders, your lats. Maybe press and twist. Lift one up a little higher than the other side, and then switch. Just taking your time. Take a full inhale through the nose, fill up. Exhale through the mouth, empty out. A couple more breaths, big inhale. Try to push your hips further back with your hands. And then let your knees flex wide to engage the hips. Let my hips up deeper into the stretch. Deliberate weight into your elbows. Inhale, let your body shift forward from the forearms. Exhale, shift back into your child's pose. Inhale, pull the elbows to let the body slide. The forearms far forward. Exhale, press back. Pose. Inhale, pull forward. Far as you can control. Exhale, release back. Inhale, glide forward. Exhale, glide back. Trying to keep your throat and chin hovering as low as you can throughout that whole motion. Inhale, glide forward. Exhale, glide back. Still forearms away from each other, the hands away from each other. Man, hips. Ooh, so tight. Slowly start to press the tabletop, hands and knees. From here, wrists directly into your shoulders, spread those fingers super wide. Walk your hips back away from the knee, or walk the knees away from the hips, and then walk them back under to tabletop. Knees right under the hips, wrists under the shoulders, fingers spread wide, press into your hands, between your shoulder blades closer to the ceiling. From here, draw your navel in towards your belly, towards your spine. Slowly turn your belt buckle down toward the floor. Pull your heart forward. Pull the crown of your head higher. Take a smooth inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth as you press your chest away from the ground. Turn your belt buckle up towards your chin, round, mid-back. Chin to chest. Slowly turn your belt buckle down toward the floor. Let that pull your belly button allow. Press your chest away from the ground, chin to the chest. Curl your knee. Starting with the tail, turn the tail toward the sky. Let it pull the belly down. Heart forward, lifting your gaze. Big inhale, exhale, pressing around. So finding elbow. So starting with the tilt of the pelvis, allowing that to pull the train of your spine, the snake spine, from one shape, arched, cat back, round, curl, the tail underneath. Find your rhythm here. Any variation, maybe shifting the other side as you round in between, or maybe you're connecting some side bends, some rounding as if you're letting your spine swing like a jet, or visualizing yourself on the inside of a barrel, scraping all the sides as you're controlling all the vertebrae. Once you go in one direction, scraping the barrel, then you'll scrape the other direction. Feel free to bend the elbows, add any twists. And then resetting yourself to your strongest tabletop yet. Fingers engaged, knees under the hips, and then hands and knees the same width. We're going to bend both elbows out and in. That bend of the elbows, feel that rotation that you have in the wrists and the elbows and shoulders. You're just going to find your range of motion there. And here you have the ability to shift weight. You can shift forward into the hands as you're doing that, feeling the tops of the wrists, the forearms get the brunt of the force. You can pull the hips back, weight into the legs, so you can maybe find more range of motion into the wrists. And come back to center, come back to neutral. Here we're going to have a specific outward bend with the elbows. Inhale, let your elbows bend wide. Exhale, you're going to squeeze the elbows in narrow and press back straight. So we're just going to go into these little circles with the elbows. Inhale, wide elbows. Exhale, curl them in. Press away. Inhale, elbows wide, lower down. Exhale, press away. So we're going to get some circles here, finding the speed, the range of motion that you need. Elbows go wide as you lower the chest, squeeze the elbows in as you press away, and then find the perfect distance for you. Hands away from the knees, opening that range of motion up for the shoulders, wrists, and elbows, or maybe you're a little tired and you just want to get the range of motion without the pressure. All right, then kind of reset. You're going to walk the fingers around to the side, maybe shoulders and hips. Back around, and then you're going to curl the right hand underneath. The right hand rolling up, top of your right hand down. Just some curls fingertips to your palm pads, and then you're gonna do a couple of those. And then you're gonna rotate the angle of your wrist. So I'm taking my wrist inside now. Try those, 3 of those. Then I'm gonna rotate it down and try a couple of those. Place that hand down, now switch hands. Top side of the left hand down, pressing down, find some curl into fists. Feels really good to the forearm to me today. In, curling. And then curling in toward the knee. Relaxing the hands back down under the shoulders. From here, we're going to start our wave. You're going to press the hips back in a child's pose. Lower the forearms down. Lifting the gaze, dropping the belly, glide forward, pressing back up to your cow pose. Pressing and rounding chest, rounding the shoulders, curling the tail underneath. Cat pose, push yourself back, pull yourself back with the legs. Child's pose, arms drop down, staying low. From the forearms, pressing up to your cow pose. Gaze lifted, and then press, curl the belly, round the chin to chest. Cat pose, melting into your child's pose. So taking your time here, carving it out. Arms are down, the hands are down. You're pulling your hands away from each other, pulling yourself forward, squeezing the elbows in, pressing them straight. Cow pose, press it. Curl underneath. Cat pose, keeping that spine as you melt all the way down. Child's pose. Find that rhythm that works for you. So your tempo is driven breath, and your range of motion is up to you. What feels good? Building your little cycle of movement that you can out. Once you find that range of motion and do it a couple times, you can start to find your flow state where you're blending all the pieces, all the components together. Let your breath smooth it out. As those movements become more efficient, maybe the tempo increases. Maybe you're able to spend more time in certain parts of the movement, feeling out your body, finding what's tight, what's sore, what needs stronger connection, or what needs movement. Inhale, pulling forward, rising up. Exhale, pressing and rounding, lowering back down. Pressing both hands into the ground. Inhale your right heel up the sky. Your right heel straight back. Turn your right toes to the right. And then let your right knee come back down. Inhale your left heel to the sky. Kick your left back. Turn your left toes to the left. Bring your left knee back down. Switch sides. Inhale the right heel up. Right heel back. Right toes to the right. Right knee down, the left heel up and back. Turn to the left, exhale down. Inhale, right leg up, back. Turn your toes, you make your way down. Find that rhythm with your breath. Through both legs to find your range of motion. Let your torso or your upper body stay grounded. A little bit of movement, rotation with the hips. Heel up, heel back. Toes to the side, hips stacked, and then knee to the floor. Find your tempo. I'm going to take it one step further. I'm going to take to your toes or to the side. You're going to take a step outside the hand. Once your foot comes outside the hand, shift back. Pull the hips forward. 5 times here. Pressing into the toes, pressing into the fingertips when you shift forward. Pressing into the back leg. Pull arms as you shift back. Pulling the right heel down into the floor. Back, your right leg engaged too. So from this front to back here, we're going to add a rise with the right hand. Inhale the right hand up. Exhale the right hand down. Shift the hips back. Inhale, pull forward. Right hand up. Exhale the right hand down. Shift the body back. So really feeling what the hands and palms are doing into your mat. Pulling with the the right heel. Pushing with the left leg. And then slowly finishing with the right foot, the right hand. Take your right hand inside of your right knee. Pressing that right knee away from you, let your hips glide forward. Turn your heart to the right. Take the right hand to the ground. From here, you're going to press into both hands. Inhale, your right foot out to the right. Sweep all the way back. Exhale your right knee. You're going to switch sides. Inhale the left heel up. Left heel back. Left toes to the left. Step out to find length in the back of your left leg when you shift back. Find length in the top of your right knee. Shift forward. And then find the range of motion that's best for you. Push back with the arms, the left leg. Pull your right forward with the arms and the left leg. Come back. Oh man, the left side is tight today. Woo. Breathing deep into it though. Finding that range of motion that feels good for you. I feel like on my other side, I was able to pull my hips down, feel right heel. From on this side, I feel like that's not where the main tension is. It's even toward the top of my hamstring. So I don't have to go down as far to get that intensity. Finishing at the top, you're going to take your left hand inside your left knee, push it away. See a little bit better at an angle. Pushing that knee away. Turning the heart to the left. Pull your hips forward. Taking a couple of deep breaths. Letting the hip open up. Side, letting the front hip open up. Right hip. Left hand back down. Gonna kick. Right, left leg out to the left. Kick it back. And back down to the ground to reset. So from your tabletop, go ahead and tuck your toes back behind. You're going to let the toes grip underneath. You're going to press into your hands, press into your toes, float your knees high enough to slide a cell phone underneath for your active beast pose. Won't be here too long. Keep pressing your chest away from the ground. Feeling that round and lift through the shoulders. Pulling the wrist towards your toes, feeling your chest engage, your abs engage. Drive your knees up to the wrists, really engaging through the entire body. And then slowly press the hips back and high toward downward dog. It's your first down dog for the day here, so keep a little bend in your knees. Really focus on the length of your spine, pressing the crown of your head away from where your thumbs touch. Big inhales and exhales here. From here, slowly straighten out your left leg. Keep your right knee down. Big inhale. Exhale, switch. Leg comes to super straight. Left knee heavily bends. Maybe feel your hips twist. Big inhale, exhale. So walking out your dog. One leg straight at a time while one knee bends. Let your hips find a rotation. As your hips twist from side to side, that twist rush down through your torso. Trickle down into your shoulders. Turn the one armpit toward one side of the room, back down toward the floor. Turn the other armpit toward the other side of the room, then back down to the floor. And we're going to get real funky with it, bending the knees heavily here. Twist both of the feet to one side. And then working your way back to the middle, walking the dog. And then heavily bend the knees, widen the feet, pivot the knees to the left. And then find those bends. Keep driving through the shoulders. Shoulders are feeling a little fatigued now, or a little stretch on the left side, especially when you bend low. Reset, walk the knees back down. From your tabletop, you're going to take the right hand like a knife down on the ground, and you're going to reach across your mat far as you can go, and then slowly lay your arm and your right side down on the ground. So right wrist, right elbow. I'm pushing to get my right shoulder and armpit toward the floor, and that's your stretch. Leaning to the right side with as much as you need. Breathing deep. Trying to press your right shoulder toward the right and the mat. Slowly lift back to neutral. Left hand becomes the knife. You're sliding across your mat as far as you can reach. And then slowly lowering the hand down. You can't see what that is. Slowly lowering the wrist down, elbow down. And you're going to shift your body up and to the left or back and to the left. Feel that stretch toward the back of your shoulder. You can lay your head down on your bicep. Breathing deep, pulling the hips back to the left or just to the left. Resetting. Right hand is your knife. Diagonal cut across. Lowering the chest down toward the floor. Sending the body to the right. Big inhales and exhales. Try to look under your right armpit. Reset. Right hand back in place. Inhale your left hand and diagonally cut across your mat. As far as you can reach. Slowly lower down to the elbow. Shift your body to the left. Feel that stretch on the left side. Reset, left hand back under your shoulder. Press it strong into your mat. Tuck the toes. Press and lift your hips back and high down dog. Keep as much bend in your knees as you need here, maybe. Squatting it out to the ground with the knees as you can come. And then pressing away. Letting the knees start to awaken. Big toe arch of the foot. Finding the stretch. Finding that grounding into your mat. Then gaze at the top of your mat. Take those tiny steps. Each matters. Walking your way to a forward fold. Really push your weight into your hands. As much bend in your knees as you need to get there. Once you get there, really ground the feet. Reach down into the toes. Separate space in between each toe. And then press those toes down strong. Not only are the toes pressing down strong, you're going to pull your feet away from each other. Pull them apart. With this fold, stomach and neck as much touch as you can. Bend the knees as much as you need to get that stomach and thigh contact strong. Hand to the side of your thighs. Feeling that connection and then breathe. Inhale. Belly into the thighs, thighs into the belly. Exhale. Empty back out. We're taking 3 rounds of strong belly breathing. Let your head hang. Breathing into that tension. Doesn't feel great. One more. Press into the thighs. Inhale. Start to slowly peel the torso off the thighs. Find your half lift. Create that number 7 with your body. Exhale. Slowly lower back down. Add a little more bend to the knees. Hug the legs. Pull the crown of your head lower. Add more bend to your knees. Release the legs. Hands come back down. Step your right foot to the back of your mat. Take your right knee down to the ground. Exhale. Send your hips back. Maybe walking the hips. Pulling the hips forward. Press into step to the top of your mat. Inhale to half lift. Exhale, fold. Stomach and thighs make contact. Step to the back of the mat. Left knee to the ground. Send the hips back. Walk the hands back. Heels. Walk back to the top of your mat. Step to the top of the mat. Forward fold. Inhale to half lift. Exhale to forward fold. Bend to the knees. Ground all 10 toes. Corners of your heel. Heavy bend into the knees to squat low. Inhale. Rise. Wide and high mountain pose. Exhale your hands to heart center. Press the palms together strong. Lifting your collarbone to your thumbs. Exhale, pull the hips to the back of your space. Swan dive forward fold. Let the heart drop. Fingers last. Inhale to half lift. Create that number 7. Exhale, deep forward fold. Stomach and thighs make contact. Let your head hang low. Shift it to the right, front to back. Ground the hands. Step the right foot to the back of the mat. Right knee to the ground. Shift and walk the hips to the back of your space. Drive your left heel into the ground. Flex the left toes up. Walk your step back. Both arms rise. Exhale, both hands down. Giant step to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale to half. Exhale, deep forward fold. Inhale, arms wide and high mountain pose. Exhale your hands to heart center. Arms wide and high mountain pose. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale to half lift. Exhale, plant the hands. Step the left foot to the back of your mat. Left knee to the ground. Send the hips back over the heel. Inhale, pull back forward, both arms rise. Exhale, hands to the floor, step to the top, forward fold. Inhale to half lift. Exhale, deep forward fold to the knees. Inhale, the arms wide and high mountain pose. Exhale your hands to heart center. Inhale your arms wide and high mountain pose. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale to half lift. Exhale, deep forward fold. Plant the hands. Step the right foot to the back of the mat. Right knee to the ground. Hips melt over the heels. Flex left toe toward the head. Find straightness in the left leg. Pull the body forward. Sweep the arms up. Big inhale, low lunge. Exhale, cactus the arms. Lift the heart forward, but lean the head back. Inhale, both arms to rise. Find length. Exhale, both hands down and frame the left foot. Right toes, giant step to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale to half lift. Exhale, deep forward fold. Inhale, arms wide and high mountain pose. Exhale, into heart center. Inhale your arms wide and high mountain pose. Exhale, swan forward fold. Inhale to half lift. Exhale, the left foot steps back, left knee to the ground, hips back. Right leg, flex the right toes. Hold. Inhale, pull forward, push forward, both arms rise. Low lunge. Exhale, cactus the arms, lift the heart. Chest forward, head back. Inhale, both arms rise. Exhale, both hands down and frame the right foot. Tuck the left toes. Step to the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhale to half lift. Exhale, deep forward fold. Add a little bend to your pitch so that the big toes come to touch, but the heels have a couple of inches away. Add a little more bend to the knees. Fingers to the back of the space. Inhale, sweep them overhead into your chair pose. Keep drawing the arms back until they reach. Arms reach. Try to shine your heart forward, but continuously sitting your hips away from your fingertips. Breathe in deep here in this awkward pose. Sit a little lower as you inhale. Exhale a little lower. Heart shines forward. Inhale, sink a little lower. Exhale, slowly shift the hips back, forward fold. Inhale to half lift. Exhale, deep forward fold, bend to the knees. Sweep the fingers to the back of the room. Inhale, sit low, chair pose. Exhale, deep forward fold. Inhale to half lift. Exhale, deep forward fold. Exhale, heart center. Inhale your arms wide and high mountain pose. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale to half lift. Exhale, deep fold. And step the right foot to the back of your mat. And then pivot pivot your right foot so that it's close to the right edge of your mat. Scoot so that it's closer toward the left half of your mat. Slowly pivot your right heel down. And ground through both feet here. You're going to press your right foot into the floor. Your entire left foot into the floor. Inhale, rise with both arms. Breathe and steady. Pressing strong on the outside edge of your right foot until you get that right butt cheek to flex. So right butt cheek flexed. Turning your right hip in front of your space. Left hip. Pressing the left foot strong into the mat. Big inhale. Exhale, slowly lower both hands to frame. Taking your time. Both arms to rise. Exhale, take your time, both hands in the frame. Inhale, both arms to rise, warrior one. Exhale, lower and down to frame. Inhale to rise, warrior one. Exhale, slow step to the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhale to half lift. Exhale, deep forward. Into the knees. Exhale, swing your feet, your hands to the back of your space. Inhale, go in the chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to half lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step the left to the back of your mat. Left heel down to the ground. Pivot your right foot toward the right half of your mat. Left foot's on the left half of your mat. Strong off the outside edge of your left foot. Press your whole right foot to inhale, both arms to rise, warrior one. Making sure both hips point forward. Pull a little deeper into the right leg. Strong off the outside edge of your left leg. Smooth with your breath here. One big inhale. Slowly lower both hands down to frame your right foot. Inhale, both arms rise, warrior one. Squeeze through the legs, use your torso. Press the strong outside edge of the left leg. Exhale, both hands back down. Inhale, both arms rise. Exhale, lower back down. Inhale, both arms to rise. Exhale, slowly step to the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhale to half lift. Exhale, deep forward fold. Pivot the feet. Big to touch, couple inches between the heels. Exhale, swing the fingertips to the back of the room, sit. Inhale, arms rise, chair pose. Exhale, deep forward fold. Plant the hands, step both feet to the back of your mat, high plank. Top of your high plank, take a big inhale here. Exhale, lower the knees to the ground. You're trying to walk the crown of your head as far from the knees as you can. Take a big inhale, lengthening the spine in that way. Exhale, slow the torso down, catching your ribs with your elbows. Elbows make contact. Inhale, drop the hips. Find your up dog. Keep it lengthen the spine. Lift the hips back to tabletop so you can tuck the toes, keep them driving. Back shift, glide to high plank. Lower the knees to the ground. Exhale, chaturanga from the knees. Catch the ribs. Pull the crown of your knees. Exhale, lower the hips, straighten the arms, upward dog. Keep pulling, lengthen your spine. Exhale, lift and push the hips back. Tuck the toes, move to tabletop, drive back in high downward dog. Deep breaths in your down dog. Inhales and exhales. Breathe and deepen your down dog. Exhale, all 10 arms to the leg, back and high. Three-legged dog. Pressing that right heel long, pushing your right heel away from your fingertips. Breathe in deep. Here, slowly press to straighten your left leg. Kick your right leg a little stronger. One more full inhale. Exhale, leg back and high. Exhale, sweeping your right leg in front of your mat. Right knee and right ankle down to the floor. You're going to stick your left thigh to the top of your mat. The top of your left thigh down to your. And then with the hands outside the hips, find the longest spine you can, crown of your head away from your pelvis. And then start to walk length in your spine over your right leg, pushing your knee and ankle down to the floor, trying to get the top of the left thigh onto the floor. Breathing steady, keeping the length in your spine, slowly breathing, soften in your right hip, letting your right hip get heavier down to the mat. Try spine its longest. Focusing on your breath, long inhales, long smooth exhales. Taking time into all the parts that feel uncomfortable. Letting the elbow advance forward on your space, allowing more of your weight to pull your hips closer to the mat. More of your torso to the mat. Keeping your spine long. Advance the elbows forward one more couple of rounds of breath. And then start to walk your hands back on your shoulders, back outside your hips. Find length in your spine. Slowly retuck the toes left, and you're going to lift your right leg back and high, re-sending blood to the hip. High as you can reach with that right leg, and then lower it down. Switch sides. Inhale the left leg back and high. Exhale, knee to nose. Right, inhale the left leg back and high. Exhale, setting up for pigeon on the left leg. Left leg swings to the top of your space. Left knee down to the floor. You reach your right thigh toward the back of your space. And then slowly walk your arms forward so you can lower the torso. Keep it in mind. Pull the crown of the head away from your pelvis. Breathing deep. Try and expand in your back body with the inhale. Exhale, try to soften your hips here toward the floor. Inhale, expanding across the back. Exhale, heavy through the hips. Advance your elbows a little closer to the top of your space, letting your torso get a little closer to the floor. More space for you to breathe. Take an even longer inhale. A little more time on your exhale. Take the elbows forward one more time. When you're ready, start to walk hands back under your shoulders, back outside your hips. Retuck the right toes into the ground. Press and lift your left leg back and high. High as you can reach that left leg. Exhale it down to the ground. Shift your body forward. Plank. Slowly lower the knees to the ground. Pull your head away from your knees as you shift forward and lower. Catching your ribs with the elbows. Chaturanga from the knees. Inhale. Straighten the arms. Drop the hips. Exhale. Press the hips back. Child's pose. Breathe in deep. Let your forearms get heavy into the floor. Inhale. Shift your body into the forearms, as far forward as you need to go. Exhale. Back into your child's pose. Inhale, pull forward. Exhale, press back. Finding your range of motion that you need. Inhale, pull forward. Exhale, press back. Soften the shoulders, wrists and fingers. Soften around your shoulder blades. Let the front of your collarbone soften. Start to shift your torso side to side into your thighs, pushing a little wider from side to side, pressing your hips. Looking down at your big toes. And then slowly pull yourself forward to a seated position. Let the legs cross in front of you. Sitting tall. Find that connection with your breath. Smooth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. 10 your 10 best breaths of the day. Fully connected to your body. Connected to your breath. Eyes closed for these 10 breaths, feeling the sensations of the nostrils flaring as you inhale. Feeling the air drag over the back of the throat, fill up into the belly, the mid-body, all the way to the collarbone, giving you all that you need, and then satisfied, exhale. Let the air see the nostrils as it drags over the back of the throat, pull the belly, the mid-body, and the collarbone. Inhale through the nose to fill up. Exhale, empty all. Feel the sensations of your breath. Take as much as you need, fill up. Let go of what you need. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, let go. 5 more of the best breaths you have. Drinking as much as you need on the inhale. And then just let go on the exhale. Big inhale. Let go. Exhale, let go. Biggest inhale of the day, fill all the way up. Hands to heart center, let go. He respects and recognizes the light in each and every one of you. Thank you so much for your energy and your practice. Till the next time, namaste. Thank you so much for your time and energy today. If you have the ability to share, please do share this video to somebody that it could help, or pass on the link to donate for our Teacher Relief Fund if you have that ability. Thank you again for coming. If you got time, we've got the Hot on It class coming up. Fitness on your mat. Wow, be great. See you soon.